Hello everybody, this is Stephen Nelson, this is Full Time Devils, this is the Champions League round of 16 draw. I've got the comments, I've got the draw, we're going to be reacting live to who Manchester United draw in the next round. Now there's some massive teams we've managed to avoid, the likes of Roma, the likes of PSG, Barcelona, we could have got those. Here's the teams that we can get in the draw. Let me go through these with you. So potential opponents for Manchester United in this draw is going to be Bayern Munich. I don't fancy that. Juventus, I don't really fancy that either. Sevilla, possibly the best one we can get, I think, at the moment. Shakhtar Donetsk, don't really fancy that because of the travel, although I would think that they're probably the worst team in this that we can get, but the travel adds a complication to that. Porto, bit of a return to Jose's old club there for him, and Real Madrid. That's a bit of a nightmare draw for us, isn't it? And I just have the feeling we're going to draw Real Madrid. I don't know about you guys. Who do you think we're going to get? Who do you want us to get? Get it in the comments. And I'm going to be reading some of your comments out in a second. The draw is going to be starting. There's going to be a lot of fanning around. But stick with us because we're going to have some reaction from the fans from Old Trafford. We're going to find out who everybody at the ground wanted to get yesterday. We might have some United on YouTube stuff a little bit later on, but you'll have to wait and see about that one with us. So, Ryan says he wants Sevilla or Porto. Rafat says he wants Shakhtar or Porto. Is Porto the one that we want, everybody? And Sporfer in the comments, and they're saying Derby Day repeat in the quarterfinal. How about don't do that to me when I'm still just getting over it a little bit? So relax, let's not be having that one, for starters. Miguel says he wants Juventus, and Invince says Real Madrid, please. Now, I've seen some people saying, yeah, let's just get Real Madrid. Let's have the opportunity to knock out the two-time reigning champions. I love the optimism. I don't get the optimism. I don't know where you're getting that optimism from because, to be honest, after the showing yesterday, the way that we currently treat big games, I'm not sure that that's a good test for Manchester United. So I'll go through that again, just to somebody says they want Celtic. Yeah, I'd like Arsenal as well. Let's go through the teams that we can get. Again, just for those that are interested, we can get Juventus, Bayern Munich, Sevilla, Shakhtar, Porto, and Real Madrid. Start getting a big team if we play like yesterday, says DM. Legend Killer says, I want Porto. Quite a few people saying Sevilla. Someone saying, Numbers says, Jose should know how to beat Porto. Well, it was 10 years ago that he was there, so I'm not sure that there's anybody even there from his time, to be honest. Shakhtar have got some serious players, says Don Vito. Sevilla would be ideal. Travel isn't too bad too, says James. That's a great point. In terms of travel, Sevilla might be the best one we can get there, I think. Yeah, maybe Madrid's a little bit closer, I think. Need reinforcements in January. We're not talking about transfers, mate. We're literally talking about the draw. Sevilla would be best, says Nuvo. Would I mind Juve? Probably not. Let's go a little bit through what sort of teams we've got to offer then. So, Juventus, they're going to be playing 4-2-3-1 very likely. Best player is undoubtedly Dybala, 12 goals from the number 10 position from him. Higuain's got 9. You've also got Pjanic, Cuadrado, and even Diego Costa, or Douglas Costa even then, Diego Costa. That could cause us some problems. Some decent players, Benasha, Sandro as well. That's a good, solid team all around. Chiellini in defence. Probably don't want to be getting Juventus. Real Madrid, we know all about Real Madrid. They've been mixing it up with the formations. Not really had that much of a consistent formation this season. We know all about their team. I actually think they're probably weakest in defence, even though you look at the numbers that they've got in defence. It's great on paper. That midfield, though, Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Luka Modric, we haven't got anything that matches up with that. And then up front, even though they're not exactly firing and no one's really scoring that many goals for them, you've got Isco, you've got Ronaldo, you've got goals all over that team, haven't you? Potentially. Porto. Abubakar, leading goal scorer. You've also got Marega on 10. They've got Telles, Barimi. There's some decent players in this, but you'd have to fancy United against this Porto side, I'm pretty sure. Sevilla, not really scoring a lot of goals. Ben Yedder and Muriel on 3. That's the most that they've scored. Nolito's there. Pizarro's there. You'd have to think that you'd fancy United's chances. Benega as well against Sevilla. Shakhtar, again, not a lot of goals in that team, and you fancy your chances against that, honestly, after seeing what they put up against City. Obviously, they managed to get a result against City with City's B team out, but it wasn't that great. And then Bayern Munich, Lewandowski, 14 goals so far in the Bundesliga. And then Vidal, Robben, they've got James Rodriguez, Boateng, Hummels. They've got Muller, unbelievable side. Bayern Munich is the one I probably want the least. And even though they're out of form, I wouldn't fancy how we would do against Real Madrid. But that's enough of what I think we should get. Let's have a look at what some of the fans from Old Trafford yesterday, who they wanted to get.
All right, guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. So United have just lost against City 2-1. Premier League, annoying result against City, but we have got the Champions League draw coming up, and we've been speaking to some United fans to see who they want in the draw. Here's what they had to say.
I reckon Sevilla, to be honest, because I think Real.
Is that who you think we'll get, or you want us to get?
Want, but also think we'll get, because to be fair, Porto would be quite good as well. Seeing Jose, going against Porto and stuff, and seeing how that'd fare out. I just think that it's not going to be easy for us at all. Like, we can't underestimate any team, but it's better than having a Real Madrid or like a Juve.
I don't care. You have to beat the best to be the best, right?
If we get a big team, we're going to play like this.
You think?
We're going to play like this at home and we're going to try to score on a counter and defend and try to score. I think that's what we're going to do. If we get a smaller team, I think it could be even. We can open up and try to play our football. But if we get a big team, we're going to play like this.
You want a smaller team then?
I prefer a smaller team.
Real Madrid it's going to be then?
Most teams around in the Champions League, we could all beat them all. We've beaten. If Spurs can beat Real Madrid and we can beat them, I'm sure we can beat Real Madrid. So we shouldn't fear anyone. So our best hope would be maybe Besiktas or one of the weaker teams.
Spurs can beat Madrid, we can beat Spurs, but let's get Besiktas. Yes. Champions League draw coming up. Who do you want?
Ideally, no one. I'd rather just get a free ride, because if we're playing like that, Antonio Valencia going from right back to left wing, we're not gonna beat anyone. If we're playing against Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, any of them, we are absolutely. I don't know. I want an easy team. I don't get people who say that they want Real Madrids and all them, because I'd rather have an easy ride. I want to actually win it, because we're not going to win the league. Bolton, yeah. Do you know what? Not even Bolton. Give me like Accrington Stanley.
Who are they?
Exactly. Yeah.
Alex, Champions League draw. Who do you want?
Real Madrid.
You want Real Madrid? Are you mad?